Here we go, everybody. Muscles, Magic the Gathering Live. We're going to dive right in. I got to fix my Olivia deck. This is extremely frustrating. I'm sure this has happened to you. I've been reworking all of my commander decks. I decided I have a new goal. I want to have 100 commander decks, each worth $1,000 each. I know that seems excessive, but I have a massive collection. Some of my decks were under $1,000, so I topped them all up, basically, to make them go. I also fixed some of the lands in them, fixed some problems I've noticed playing. I don't just want to have 100 decks for the sake of having 100 decks. I want to have 100 really good decks, really playable decks. My goal is to make each deck as good as possible. Now, not necessarily at the same level, because that's impossible. Obviously, an Urza or a Winota deck is going to be better than an Olivia Outlaw deck, no matter how you build it, but I'm trying to make the decks as good as possible. Welcome, BJJ Bluebell. Thank you. I appreciate you dropping by. I'm actually wearing a jiu-jitsu hoodie right now. I've been doing jiu-jitsu for a lot of years. I'm a black belt. I won Black Belt Master Worlds last year. So welcome to the show. And you like magic, so here we are. You have found your group. At any rate, in the process of reworking these decks, somehow I accidentally deleted a card from Olivia on my Mox field. And I got to figure out which one it is. So we're going to look at Olivia today. This is the showcase deck. It's a treasure deck. Let's take a look at our commander. We'll go through the cards. And then we'll figure out which card that I'm missing, all right? It's got flying, lifelink. Whenever one or more outlaws you control deal combat damage to a player, create a treasure token. And then if you sacrifice 2 treasure tokens, put 2 1/1 counters on each creature you control. Activate only as a sorcery. This is actually a bonkers deck. Low casting cost commander. Really, really easy to build. You basically fill it with outlaws and treasure stuff, and away you go. So some of my creatures, it says I should have 28 creatures. So let's take a look at the creatures I have. Knuckles the Agnita, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. There's 28 creatures. So I should be on par there. A lot of these creatures are going to be assassins, mercenaries, pirates, or rogues. There's a couple of exceptions. Everett, the Viceroy of Plunder. Who else do we have as an exception here? I don't know if we have any other than her. Dragon, Goldspan Dragon, but obviously great for treasures. A bat, great for tokens. If you have a token deck, you're going to need a Mirkwood Bats. Obviously, an Academy Manufacturer. Human Warrior, Professional Facebreaker, but great for a treasure deck. So a couple of exceptions, but the rest are rogues and stuff like that. That Knuckles card is crazy in a treasure deck as well. Next, I should have 7 sorceries. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, we're good there. I should have 9 instants. This is why I categorize stuff online. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right. Should have 8 artifacts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. It's saying I should have 8 enchantments. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, lands. It's got to be lands that I've messed up. Unless I am missing a card, period. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, that's 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. I have 39 lands. All right, so now let's figure out what lands I have extra of. Okay, this is going to be a tough one. There's plains, there's a mountain, clifftop retreat, swamp, mountain, 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 swamp. All right, let's see, maybe it's one of these avatar lands. And it is. Found it quickly. All right. And I have 39 lands. I actually got to get rid of one of these lands for another card. I wonder what card would be good for Olivia. That's like a common, right? Because it's already worth $1,000. I also need a treasure type card. So maybe we could put something else in. Maybe a Signet. A Signet is always good for mana ramp. Rakdos. There we go. Easy enough. Always add one of those. Let's go Rakdos Signet. What version of that? VOC, all right. We get rid of that swamp. And that's good. I will always take a little bit of extra mana ramp, all right? Here we go. We fixed it, all right? And that is my Olivia deck, guys. So hopefully you enjoyed that. Thank you for helping me. Now, let's look at another deck that I am currently building. So my last live, and if you were here, I was struggling with what commander to build, all right? It was between Jan Jansen, Nekazar the Mind Razor, and Teysa. And I decided to go with Jan Jansen. But I couldn't let it go. So I also decided that I was going to build a Teysa. So here is my Jan Jansen deck. Let's take a look at this. Couldn't finish it completely because I got some cards to order. So first of all, here's my commander, Jan Jansen. Haste. Sacrifice an artifact creature. Create 2 treasure tokens. Sacrifice a non-creature artifact. Create 2 1/1 colorless construct artifact creature tokens. All right. I have to order a Thornbright Staff that's coming in the mail, a Clock of Omens, an Academy Manufacturer Voltaic Key. But then the cards I have: Anointed Procession, Enlightened Tutor, Path to Exile, Swords to Plowshares, Purpurus, Dockside Extortionist, Ornithopter of Paradise, an Arcbound Ravager, but I might move that because I just realized I don't know if I put a Swiftfoot Boots in here. Now let me see. The Slums of Athkatla. Nope, I do have a Lightning Greaves. I do have a Swiftfoot Boots. I am good. Smarter than I thought. Goblin Welder, Blightsteel Calisis, Smothering Tithe, Dispatch, Unwinding Clock, Panharmonicon, Mystic Forge, Nuka-Cola, Liquimetal Torque, Essential for the deck, Sculpting Steel, Swiftfoot Boots, Talisman Hierarchy, Talisman Skull Clamp, Generous Gift, Clever Concealment, Signed Ancient Copper Dragon, Evereth Viceroy of Plunder, Despark, Orcish Bowmasters, Fell the Profane, Witch Enchanter, Nadir's Nightblade, Molten Duplication, Core Steel Cutter, Tibalt's Trickery, Platinum Empyrean, Mirkwood Bats, Mayhem Devil, Wormcoil Engine, Krark Clan Ironworks, bunch of lands. Really, really good Jan Jansen deck. And I only needed a few cards to make it go. Like the fact I only need to order 4 cards to make this thing go, awesome. So then it came together a lot quicker than I thought it would because I really wanted to build Jan Jansen. So I thought I have a bit of extra time on my hands. I had to order some cards for Nekazar, but why not build Teysa Karlov? Why not build all 3? I really, really struggled with this on my last live if you were here with me. Didn't know what one to build, went back and forth, but I decided why not build them all? So, Teysa Karlov. Let's see the cards I'm going to put in this. Bloodghast, Village Rites, the Grave Titan, the Reassembling Skeleton, Falkenrath Noble, Morbid Opportunist, Yahenni, Deadly Dispute, Sir Conrad the Grim, Sidisi Unsaid Vizier, Doom Traveler, Jeweled Lotus. Yes, I do play with banned cards, and I think the Jeweled Lotus is going to be unbanned soon. Hierarchy, Orzhov Signet, Phyrexian Altar, Panharmonicon, Ashnod's Altar, Skull Clamp, Elish Norn, LSL Core, Recruiter of the Guard, Dark Confident, Crypt Gas, Lotho Corrupt Sheriff, Karlov of the Ghost Council, Mirkwood Bats, Orcish Bowmasters. I think I have 2 Orcish Bowmasters in here. And if I do, that's okay, because I can just remove one and use it for something else. Nope, I do not. Excellent. We got a Dothi Voidwalker, a Yawgmoth's Will, and a Chroma's Will, Restoration Magic, Swords to Plowshares, Anguished Unmaking, Diabolic Intent, Aghane's Awakening, Demonic Tutor, Vampiric Tutor. These are just for my extra cards. Yawgmoth's Bargain, Black Market, Bolus, Phyrexian Arena, Soul Ring, Darksteel Mutation, Aetherflux Reservoir, Marsh Flats, Urborg, Corpse Knight, Truce Appropriation. Yeah, like I've got a real good deck here. Like this, I could play this deck right now and it's going to be good. Couple things I'd like to order. I need to get a Blood Artist, Cruel Celebrant, maybe another token generator, right? I got to see where all my Anointed Processions are. I don't have many of those cards. Let's see. So I've got one in my As Above, So Below deck, my Humans deck. Don't want to rob that. Don't want to rob my Vampire deck. I got one in my Treasure deck and one in my Jan Jansen deck. I could probably take one out of the Treasure deck, but that's going to drop the value. It's really useful in that deck. Let me see what I have in my Rabbit deck for a token doubler. I have a Renewed Solidarity, and I've got a Mondrak and an Oger Tack. Could maybe go the Mondrak or the Oger Tack, pull that out of the Rabbit deck. I got enough value in it where I could put it and maybe put like a Valley Might Caller back or something like that. Maybe that could be an option. Let me see if I have a random extra Valley Might Caller laying around. Could do an Ornithopter, could do a Mishra's Bauble. Don't know if I have a Valley Might Caller. That would be helpful. I don't like robbing from decks, but in this case, I might have to make Teysa go. Unless anyone just has a random Anointed Procession they want to mail me. Wouldn't that be nice? Could put that for removal. Oh, Valley Might Caller and switch for the Frozen Esper. So I might actually do that. I might take one of those token cards out of the Bunny deck and put it in here. It makes the Bunny deck a little weaker, but the goal is to have 100 decks over $100, and I don't necessarily want to go buy one of those cards because I think they're going to be reprinted anyway. Let's see if I can find my Rabbit deck. It is called Down the Rabbit Hole. Let's see if we can find it. Maybe we'll do the alteration right now. And that is a deck that I think I also want to bring to doing a little gaming this week. See what I can find here, everybody. By the way, I will show you this Rabbit deck. It is bonkers. Oh, I do need my Avatar deck too. Because I'm going to show you some insane Avatar cards. Make sure you check your bulk. All right, let's see here. My Rabbit deck is called Down the Rabbit Hole. Hopefully I can find it. Here it is. All right. Success. Okay, so let's actually make this change right now for Teysa. All right. Let's look at my Rabbit deck, then we'll have a talk. We'll do a couple more deck adjustments, and then that'll be it for tonight. By the way, tell me, who's your favorite go-to commander? I would love to hear, and smash that like button. I'd love to hear from you. So, my commander is Phineas Ace Archer for this deck. Vigilance, Reach. Whenever Phineas Ace Archer attacks, put a 1/1 counter on each other creature you control. That's a token of Rabbit. Then if creatures you control have total power 10 or greater, draw a card. So a lot of card draw, super fast acting commander here. Way to get it out of the command zone. Super fast. Let me straighten that up. Okay. So how did I build this deck? With Heir Apparents. When this creature enters, create a number of 1/1 white rabbit creature tokens equal to the number of other creatures you control named Heir Apparent. A deck can have any number of cards named Heir Apparent. So how many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25 Heir Apparent cards. Absolutely bonkers. So you can see you're going to create 1,000,000 tokens with this. We have Burke, Long Heir of the Law. When Burke enters, put a 1/1 counter on each of up to 2 target creatures. Whenever a creature you control, the 1/1 counter on it attacks, double the number of 1/1 counters on it. Absolutely bonkers. Craterhoof Behemoth, win condition. Sandstorm Salvager, win condition. Burrow Guard Mentor. Massive card, win condition again. Jacked Rabbit. Kadira, Caller of the Small. This really is a rabbit-themed deck. Enduring Vitality. Valley Quest Caller. Inspiring Call. Swords to Plowshares. We have some lands. A Path to Exile. Nature's Lore. Triumph of the Hordes. Heroic Intervention. Worldly Tutor. Eldrami's Call. Biorhythm. Sylvan Library. Ozolith. Coat of Arms. Yeah, I gotta tell you, this deck is bonkers. Not a commander per se, but Golgari Strat's always my way to go. Especially if they're sacrificing aristocratic themes. Yurga, the first card I ever pulled in a pack. Love it. You would actually really enjoy, Enrique, on Moxfield, my Walking Dead deck. It's Jared Golgari Lich Lord. It's fabulous. You will love it. Mithril Coat. Savannah. Brotherhood Regalia. Lightning Greaves. Herald's Horn. Mana Crypt. Arcane Signet. Soul Ring. Talisman of Unity. Doubling Season. Renewed Solidarity. This deck is bonkers. Bunch of planes. Bunch of lands. Yeah, maybe I should break that deck out. You would love my Jared Golgari deck. So what did I say I was going to remove? That's a token tripler. Let's see what the other side of this says. I feel like Odra can stay in here. And we'll put Mondrak in the other deck. I don't think I have another Mondrak, to be honest with you. I wish I did. Maybe we'll do the Valley Mike Caller. We'll get rid of Mondrak. Total mana value of the deck is now 157. I don't mind that at all. Enrique, I'll show you my deck actually. Do you want to see it, Enrique? Give me a yes if you do. If you've got time for this, I'll actually go through that as my next deck. I don't mind that at all. I got a bit of time. Love making people happy. So Enrique, tell me if you want me to break out that Jared Golgari deck, because I will, if you want. Maybe I'll start looking for it right now. Let's see here. My Olivia deck is done. Enrique, let's take a look. Let's look for Jared Golgari Lich Lord. Not in there. I have a lot of deck boxes, my man. This is the problem with 100 decks. They're hard to find. Not in there. Ha! This is quite the endeavor, my friend. Ah! We found Jared Golgari. Enrique, let's take a look. This is actually a really cool deck. So let's pull up the metadata for it, because I think that's important. It's called The Walking Dead on my Mox field, by the way. The deck's worth $1,047. The total mana value is $171, all right? So, we have our commander, Jared Golgari, Lich Lord. You wanted to Golgari, you got it. This is my Golgari deck. I absolutely love it. I have a Lathril one, but it's not true Golgari. I mean, it's black and green, but it's not based on sacrifice. All right, cards I put in. Liliana, the Last Hope. Liliana, the Death's Majesty. Cursed Marauder. Slimer and Stay Puffed, a.k.a. Yargle and Multani. And by the way, Enrique, if you want me to explain one of these cards better, let me know. The Deathrite Shaman, Let Him Eat. One of the greatest Golgari cards of all time. Golgari Grave Troll, and this is a serialized version. Beautiful card. A must in any Golgari deck. Mitch Ludwig Fitness. I've been playing Magic off and on for years, and this time around, I've loved it the most. Magic and lifting are my main hobbies and will remain hobbies for a long time. Did we just become best friends? You are the kind of person I built Muscles of Magic the Gathering for, so welcome to the channel. Lord of the Undead. Now, this Golgari deck, it's also a low-key zombie theme, okay? Crypt Breaker. Relentless Dead. If you're going to be sacking stuff, Enrique, a Grave Crawler is a must. Diregraph Colossus. Zulasher, the Lich Lord. Ebondeath Dracolich, the Dictate of Erebus. Ripples of Undeath. Walking Ballista. You are correct, Enrique. Cursed Marauder is insane, and Liliana is great too. Assassin's Trophy. Door of Destinies. Mikaeus Hallowed goes infinite with Walking Ballista. Entomb. Sidisi Undead's Vizier. Buried Alive. Lost Monarch of Ithmir. Tarmogoyf. Champion of the Perished. Coat of Arms. Pitiless Plunderer. Gate to Phyrexia. White of the Reliquary. A Bullwrath Stronghold. A Snuff Out. Mana Crypt, yes, I play with banned cards. Savra, Queen of the Golgari. Yawgmoth's Will, Victimize. Llanowar Elves. Arcane Signet, Swiftfoot Boots. Sword of Light and Shadow. Eternal Witness. Lord of the Accursed, the Grey Merchant of Asphodel. Insane card. That reminds me, I really need to put a Saw in Half in this deck. Saw in Half would go bonkers here. I wonder if I have an extra one. Only because you use Saw in Half. Let me look for one. You've got to have one somewhere. But a Saw in Half with the Grey Merchant is absolutely insane. I'll tell you that right now. Wonder if I have an extra one here. We'll see. If I do, I'll be excited. You might hear a grown man scream. I'll show you Saw in Half with the Grey Merchant. Saw in Half is actually a totally underplayed card. It's really good. I can't believe I didn't put one in here. Not in there. One more place to check. Cogbold, yo, what's going on? By the way, smash that like button. You like high-level deck tech. All right, let's see. If I can find the saw in half. You did make it to a stream. Welcome, Cogbold. There we go. We have one. Destroy target creature. If that creature dies this way, its controller creates 2 tokens that are copies of that creature. Except their power is half that creature's power and half that creature's toughness. So where that can really, really be just wild, by the way. And I actually want to see if I have a foil one first before I do this. But where that can be wild is with the Gray Merchant of Asphodel. So think about this. When Gray Merchant enters the battlefield, each opponent loses X life, where X is your devotion to black. So imagine you saw it in half. 2 tokens are going to enter that are copies, and you're going to do an insane amount of damage, all right? Think about how that works. Does that make sense to everybody, what I just did there? Because basically, this is going to enter the battlefield. You're going to do a bunch of damage to the table. Then you're going to saw it in half and do a bunch of damage and a bunch of damage again. It's an absolutely, it should be an illegal combo. It's absolutely bonkers. And I don't think I have a foil saw in half. I think I'm going to have to go with this, which I'm fine with. So we're going to go saw in half here. We're going to get this in this deck. Saw in half, Gray Merchant of Asphodel. Great combo. I'm actually going to take a picture of this. I'm going to do a little deck tech on this. So, what card are we going to take out for the Gray Merchant? Now, Enrique, I got to go through the rest of these for you. Zombie, Master, Reanimate, Grolf's Messenger. Love that card. Feed the Swarm. Wait. I am smarter than I thought I was. I have a saw in half in here. Bobby Maximus coming through. Look at that. That's a genuine smile. I didn't think I had one in here. Death Baron, Grave Titan, Talisman of Resilience, Jeweled Combo or Jeweled Lotus, Ancient Brass Dragon, Thoughtseize, Ultra of Bale, Crucible of Worlds, Marvin the Murderous Mimic, Shoulder of the Whispering One. I got a bunch of lands. That is my Golgari deck. It is absolutely bonkers. Oh, I do have an Arbor Elf, I have a Soul Ring, I have a Dark Salvation, I have a Grim Flayer, and I have a Demonic Tutor. So just great deck. Now, that has got me thinking though, I use Gray Merchant a lot. What decks did I forget to put Gray Merchant in? And is there a saw in half in there? Let's take a look at my Mox field here. Sorry guys, I don't know where my Jared Golgari, oh, here it is. Sometimes I lose deck boxes. So, let's take a look here. Let's go on my Mox field. One of the things I love about Mox field, I'm not sponsored by them, but you can search up all your decks. So, Gray Merchant, I have it in the Hordes of Raccoon City, the One-Winged Angel, Walking Apocalypse, The Walking Dead, Wings of Gloom. Saw in half, I actually only have it in 3 decks. Okay, so better take a note here for myself. I need a saw in half for the Hordes of Raccoon City, and the Waking Apocalypse. All right, we will see if I can put that together. Fortunately, I do have an extra saw in half. I don't know if I have another one. Let me call my son. Hey, Jax! Come here, buddy. I need some Magic the Gathering help from my main man. Yes, and bring me your green binder, buddy. All right, we are calling in the big guns now because I have a couple of extra decks where I did not put a saw in half in, and I cannot believe we had that oversight. Cannot believe it. So we're going to adjust some decks right now. Enrique, see what you say. I'm going to check it out on Moxfield, might build and play it. Okay. Buddies love to have Guild Knights redo Izzets versus Golgaris. Yeah, my Golgari deck is top shelf. Top tier. No joke. Okay. So I'm going to look for another saw in half. Jax might have one. I got to tell you, this kid is the pack master. He has pulled everything you can imagine. He is known in our house as the puller of serialized cards. If I ever get to go on Pack It Up, I am bringing him. You know, you can look at the binder. Say hi to everybody.
Hi.
I was just telling everybody, this is Jaximus Maximus, everybody. The Pack Master. What was your greatest pull of all time, Jax? Tell the people.
Serialized Goreclaw.
Serialized Goreclaw. He is the puller of serialized cards. I'll tell you, if I ever want to open a pack, and I want this dude right here to open it, because he's going to get a serialized card. He is the Pack Master, aren't you? So, we have a bonkers combo that I just unlocked. It's the Grey Merchant of Asphodel and Saw in half. But we have a big problem. I only have one more Saw in half. Do you have a Saw in half in your binder? You are the collector of things. You are the collector of Deadpool cards. Yes! The man right here. Okay, I told you guys. Did I tell you or did I not tell you? He had it. He had it. The Pack Master had it. 2 saw in halves. Dude, for real? I knew you would have it. I told them on this live. Guys, get in the comments right now and say hi to Jax. Jax, come on over. I said in like 2 minutes ago when you weren't here, they can tell you. Tell them, guys, in the comments. I said Jax would come through in the clutch. And what did you do?
Come through in the clutch.
Like you always do, right? You have a saw in half. I am excited. You deserve some type of reward for that. What do you think you deserve as a reward?
I don't know.
Come on. There's got to be some reward for you for this.
I'll think about it.
You think about it? All right. Go get yourself a Snickers ice cream bar. Get one for Hunter. We are in business. And now I can't remember. Oh, the Waking Apocalypse. It's actually my Shieldred deck. Let's find it. Here it is. Here it is. Here's Shieldred, everybody. Let's take a look at a Shieldred deck, and let's get a saw in half in there right now. Thank you, Jax. Okay, let's go. He does get a pack as a reward. Liliana the Veil, Cataxian Puppeteer. Great card. Marauding Blight Priest, I could take that out. Oh. Yeah, I know what I'm going to take out. I just put it in this Shieldred deck for fun because I had it, but I can actually use it in another deck. See if I can find it, everybody. You guys want to see this Shieldred deck? If you do, give me a hell yes in the comments and we'll do it. This actually is a bonkers deck. Like, it's bonkers. I think we should show it. Do you guys want to see this Shieldred deck? And if so, smash that like button. We're going to get rid of Gwenum Remorseless. One more thing. This live's going a little bit long. Let me put a fan on my camera. There we go. All right, everyone. All right. Raise Sentinel. We are going to look at the Shielder deck, but let's make this change first. We're going to get rid of Gwenum. Goodbye, Gwenum. You are the weakest link. We are going to put in Saw in Half for that combo that I was talking about. Okay, let's take a look at my Shielder deck. All right, everybody? By the way, smash that like button if you like Shieldred. So first of all, we have a ton of just mono black swamps. Okay. Gristlebrand. I know it's a banned card. I think it's going to be unbanned. I absolutely love it. And I do play with banned cards, guys. If I wasn't going to play with a banned card, there's a lot of cards you could put in this in its place. All right. So anyway, I used banned cards. Gristlebrand, Elderbrain, Yawgmoth, Thran, Physician, Swamps, Maze of Ith, super underrated land. Miko Koros, Center of the Sea. Each player draws a card. That's useful in Shieldred. Gaia Reach, Sanitarium. Each player draws a card. Cabal Stronghold. Reliquary Tower. I'm going to need it because this is card draw everything. Pithing Needle. Shieldred, the Commander. Death Touch. Whenever you draw a card, you gain 2 life. Whenever an opponent draws a card, they lose 2 life. We have Gix, the Yawgmoth Praetor. We have the Marauding Blight Priest. Great common. Whenever you gain life, each opponent loses a life. The Taxian Puppeteer, Liliana the Veil. We have a Psychosis Crawler, a Bloodletter of Alcazolts, a Master of the Feast, a Fate Unraveler, Sizen Perverter of Truths. I actually need to double a lot of these cards for a Nekusar Mindraiser deck. Scrawling Crawler, Bloodthirsty Conqueror, Yawgmoth's Bargain, Grief, Tiny Bones, Villas, Bitter Blossom, the Meathook Massacre, Bonto's Monument, Soul Ring, Commander's Plate, Aetherflux Reservoir, Sensei's Divide. Let's look at that. Let's do some combos, okay? I'll address that in a minute. Satiable Avarice, Howling Mine, Swiftfoot Boots, Thought Vessel, Doubling Cube, Deadly Dispute, Well of Lost Dreams, Defile, Damnable Pact. This is huge. Peer into the Abyss. Target player draws cards equal to half the number of cards in the library, loses half their life. Wow. Necrologia, Siphon Mines, Stinging Study, bunch of swamps. Memory Jar, Dothy Voidwalker, Toxic Deluge, Jet Medallion, Cabal Coffers, Deadly Rollick, Reanimate, Dark Ritual. Here we go. Grey Merchant, Thoughtseize, Jeweled Lotus, Orcish Bowmasters, Vampiric Tour, Vein Ripper. This is that extra turn card. Praetor's Grasp, Beseech Shamir, Phyrexian Raider, Cut Down a Skanguinate, Sign in Blood. I need a Crypt Ghast in this, all right? Yeah, Enrique, my collection's everything to me, and my pod plays with banned cards, and I do have a sideboard. Someone asked me that question, actually. A good friend, Ben Bateman, and I were talking. He was asking me, like, what do you do if you, like, people don't like banned cards? And, well, I always have a sideboard, which for Commander is insane, but it is what it is, you know? All right, so let's take a look at these combos. First of all, yeah, this is the combo I was putting in there. Saw in Half, destroy target creature. If that creature dies this way, its controller creates 2 tokens that are copies of that creature, except their power is half that creature's power, and toughness is half that creature's toughness. Round up each time. So, you bring Grey Merchant. When Grey Merchant of Asphodel enters the battlefield, each opponent loses X life, where X is your devotion to black. You gain X life equal to life lost this way. Then, so it's going to hit the whole board. It's going to hammer people. Then you bring Saw in Half in as an instant. Do this to, it's going to do it 2 more times. Like, it's just bonkers. And I can't believe I did not put it in my other deck. So that's what we're going to do now. And then we have instant win combo. Bolus's Citadel, Sensei's Divining Top, Aetherflux Reservoir. It's just absolutely insane. All right. So there we go. I have to get one more deck, guys, and we'll be done for the night. Oh, I got to show you the Avatar stuff too. So let's put this one away. thrilled we found our zombies. All right. Let's get my zombie deck, everybody. All right. Let's take, who wants to see some zombies now? We got to figure out, let's get the metadata up. Son half's got to go in there. I like combos. I like combos, especially combos that smash people. Whoa. You know what I need out of this deck, actually? I need a carrion feeder. This is going to work out well. All right. Ray Sentinel, thank you. Scarab God. Secret Commander, this is Wilhelm, by the way. Necroduality, Rivendell, Zombie Master, Cemetery Reaper, Monument to Endurance, Undead War Chief, Caverns of Souls, Command Tower. This deck's worth 5 Gs, guys. Yawgmoth's Will, Jet Medallion, Grolp the Fleshright, Cover of Darkness, Force of Will, Poppet Stitcher, Micaeus, Walking Ballista, unlimited combo there. Did I take a picture of this yet? I need to. Kepnet, Lake of the Dead, Grey Merchant, Wasteland, Cyclonic Rift, Mana Crypt, Wilhelm, there we go, Carrion Feeder. Carrion Feeder's coming out, everybody. I need it for my zombie deck. Or not my zombie deck, my aristocrats. Beautiful. There we go. We are set. Let's also do a little picture here. Just because I need some content for the next few days. What was the other one I said? Walking Ballista, and Micaeus the Unhallowed. See if you can figure out how that works. Me too, Ray Sentinel. Normally don't go live this early, but I wanted to. Just making content. How you liking my zombie deck, by the way? Alright, Poppet Stitcher, Force of Will, Cover of Darkness, Geralf. We went through all those. We have Liliana, Heretical Healer. Vanquisher's Banner, Relentless Dead, Accursed Marauder, Grave Titan, Imperial Seal, Ad Nauseam, Undercity Sewers, Bullis of Citadel, Diagraph Captain, Diagraph Colossus. Let's take a picture of the Scarab God. Let's look for Wilhelm, my secret commander in this deck. All right. I like it, the back end. What are your commanders? I'd love to hear. Because I use Scarab God and Wilhelt. Lucille, Field of the Dead, Underground Sea, Volrath Stronghold, Cabal Kaffers, Toxic Deluge, City of Shadows, Animate Dead. When I said this deck was stacked, I was not lying. Balance Tomb. The One Ring, Crucible of Worlds, Damnation, Mirkwood Bats, Stoppable Slasher, Otawara, all the Walker tokens. Just a crazy zombie deck. Okay, there we go. Some pretty great deck tech today. One more thing to show everybody. All right, stay tuned. I got something special for you. So, here's the deal. Here's my Avatar Aang deck, okay? And you're really, really going to want to stay tuned for this. Smash this like button, by the way, if you like this content. But this is my Avatar Aang deck, okay? Here's the deal. I used to sell my cards all the time. I used to take my bulk and trade it all in. All right, back in. Hold on. Stop for 1 second. Hold that thought. Scarab God, Wilhel, Geeson, Geralf, Grimgrin. Awesome. Those would have been my 4 guesses. I think that's really, really good. But back to the show. I used to sell my bulk of cards, right? You put them in these big boxes here, trade them in. They give you like 20 bucks or 10 bucks for a whole box of these. And in my quest to build 100 commander decks, I realized I was constantly looking for cards when I was building. For example, I just looked for that Carrion Feeder. That's a common in Eternal Masters, right? But a long time ago, I traded in all my Eternal Masters bulk, and I don't have any anymore, which sucks. So now I gotta go buy another Carrion Feeder because I need it for another deck. Ugh. So I decided to start keeping my commons, and every so often it really pays off, all right? So here is the deal that you're going to want to see. All right, so stay tuned. Here's my Avatar deck. Beautiful Badger Mole Cub. Beautiful Jody. Dockside. Cabbage Merchant. Boomy. Sokka. Great Divide. Aang at the Crossroads. Toph. Steadfast. Aang Swift Savior. Yue. Hakoda. Zhang Zhang. All right. Feel like he's got to be there, but one of the things is I'm trying to get the value of this deck up. And I want to include some great cards. So, check this out. It's come to my attention that there's 2 uncommons in Avatar that are worth a tremendous amount of money. All right? And we're going to show you them. We're going to get rid of the Earthen Ally. I can't get rid of Momo, even though I want to. He's not great in this deck. He could potentially go. Haru Hidden Talent could go. Yeah, let's get rid of Haru Hidden Talent. I do not want to get rid of Momo. All right, so check this out. This is my Avatar Aang deck. And I'm looking through my bulk box, like literally today. And I find these 2 cards. They are uncommons. How much do you guys think they are worth? Guess in the comments. Take a guess. This is why you should never throw your commons or uncommons away. This is why I don't anymore. I just keep them in boxes. I got a bunch of boxes of these organized by sets. So let's get rid of the Earthen Ally. He's out. We're going to put the Earthbending Student. All right? We're going to get rid of Haru. We're going to put in Long Shot Rebel Bowman. Sweet. Seriously though, everybody, what do you think these cards are worth? These are uncommons from Avatar. What do you think they're going for right now? Genuinely. Like for real. What do you think, guys? Let's look it up on TCG since there's no guesses. We're going to end the show with this, but check this out. You guys are going to go crazy, okay? So the Earth Bending Student. $39.96. Wow. Unreal. They only did it in foil. They forgot to put it in Jumpstart packs. You only get these from collector boosters. That was in my commons box. Very similar to how Brotherhood Regalia was an uncommon from Assassin's Creed, or Stock Up was an uncommon from Ether Drift. A lot of people looked over those cards. They were worth big money. And then Long Shot Rebel Bowman. $19. Sitting around in your commons box. Stock Up. Look at your Ether Drift cards. Stock Up is an uncommon. Brotherhood Regalia. Like just massive cards. So just do me a favor, be like Bobby. Do not throw your commons away. Trust me on that, okay? And there you have it. There is your deck tech. There's your Avatar cards. Do not throw away your cards. Trust me. Do not trade them in. It is never, ever, ever worth it. Keep your extra cards. Trust me on this. You learn one thing from me. I have traded away so many cards and lost so much value. It's almost never worth it to trade them in. Always keep them, especially if you're building a lot of commander decks. All you do is you buy those boxes, okay, and then you organize them. And so what? You have 20 of them sitting in a corner somewhere, right? Your garage or wherever you keep them, right? Just a little lesson. I wish I would have done that throughout the years. I would have so many cards right now because I'm always looking for cards to build new decks. So there you have it. There's Bobby Maximus Deck Tech. We looked at Tessia Karlov. We looked at my Jan Jansen deck. Shout out to the people that convinced me to build Jan Jansen. Actually a really, really fun build. That's actually one of the more fun builds I've done in a while. Watch for some deck tech coming soon on these. Watch for a big deck tech coming Wednesday. Probably Edgar Markov. And yeah, there we go. Muscles, Magic the Gathering. Thank you for stopping by. Love you guys. Appreciate all the people that were in tonight. All the comments. If there's anything you ever want me to talk about on here, let me know. I am here for you. One thing before I go. One of the reasons I started this channel is I've been lurking in the shadows. All right? Bobby Maximus, the Lord of Darkness. Lurking in the shadows for 31 years. I've collected for 31 years. I started in Unlimited. You want to know how I have a collection this big? That's why. Right? Lucky enough to have all kinds of old cards that I've traded for new stuff. I've done all kinds of stuff, right? I've made every mistake there is to make in Magic the Gathering. Traded a bunch of my dual lands for packs and stuff. Should have never got rid of all my reserve list cards. At any rate. I got frustrated with all the negativity in the community. The people, and you know who I'm talking about. The people that complain all the time. I hate Universes Beyond. I hate all the sets. I hate the release schedule. I hate Magic the Gathering. Stop making content. It's time for you to move on. I want positivity here, everybody. I want this to be the most positive, educational, informational channel on the planet. So you want me to talk about it? I will. If I don't know about it, I'll learn about it. You're like, hey, can you build a Yuriko deck? I don't have one, but I know the cards to use and I will help you. So you ever want to talk, you ever want any deck techs on stuff, just feel free. Thank you very much, Zach. I really appreciate that. Zach says, love that I found your channel, love the content. I want it to be super positive. You'll never hear me complain. I don't complain about price. I don't complain about sets. I don't complain about universes beyond. You know what I mean? I love this game. I love the cards. I love Ether Drift. You guys listen. For all the people out there, this proves my point that hated Ether Drift. Stock Up is one of the greatest uncommons of all time. Monument to Endurance is an insane card. Renewed Solidarity is bonkers in a tribal kinfolk type set. The rare land cycle, the Verge lands, are great. Ether Drift is wildly underrated. Bloodghast is a great card. Like, I loved it. You know what I mean? Dr. Cloud, what's going on? There's a bunch of people that just ripped on it. Like a bunch of people just, it is Taysa. Dr. Clown, you were here for the other night. Remember how I couldn't decide between Jan Jansen and Taysa? And I decided on Jan Jansen and Nekasar. Now I'm just doing all three. I couldn't let Taysa go. This goth baddie, couldn't let her go. Couldn't let her go, so put it all together. Be careful down there, Dr. Clown. Now listen. So anyway, back to the thing. I want to make this the most positive, educational, fun channel ever. So if you got something you want me to talk about, I will talk about it. All right? That's it. It is that simple. I got you. Okay? So here we are. I love Ether Drift. I love Spider-Man. I love, like, here's the other deal, right? If you don't like it, don't buy it. You don't have to buy every set. You don't have to buy every secret layer. You don't have to, like, I remember a day when I was begging and crying for more secret layers. And now they have all the secret layers. People are like, it's too many. You don't have to buy them all. But I'd rather have the option, everybody. I would rather have the option. You know what I mean? Like, I would love to see a secret layer every week of the year. I want the option, and I'll pick the best 5. Maybe the only thing I'd ask Magic for is just at the start of the year, give me a list of what's coming out so I can decide what I want, right? But, like, if you want it, buy it. If you don't, don't. But, like, I'm tired of people crying. There's too much product. That's not a bad problem to have. It's like looking at the TV and saying, there's too many good shows on TV. What's wrong with you? You know? So anyway, positivity rules. Ether Drift is a great set. Actually, let's get that out right now. Hold on a second here, everybody. Let's take a look. Here we go. Okay? Just looking through cards I really like from Ether Drift, okay? I got almost a complete set here. But Renewed Solidarity is one. Just a great card. Okay? Stock Up, which I've already taken from here, is an absolutely bonkers card. River Churn Monument, bonkers card. Spell Pierce, great card. Unstoppable Plan, great card. Demonic Junker's a good card. Curse Cloth Wrappings is great for a zombie deck. All right? What else do we got here? Count on Luck. Great card for Exile. There's also, Full Throttle. Talk about a great card for your Xenagos deck. After this main phase, there's 2 additional combat phases. That card is awesome. What else do we got here? Oh, you want to see an underrated card? Ovia, Automech Artisan. I want to build a commander around that deck, actually. Each opponent that's attacking, one of your opponents has trample. And then, you pay 1, you can put a creature or vehicle card from your hand onto the battlefield. If you put an artifact, you put 2 1/1 counters on it. Imagine that with a Blightsteel Colossus. Whoa, in green so you can ramp. Here's how this is going to go. Forest, Llanowar Elves, Forest, next turn land, Ovia, Blightsteel Colossus. Just bonkers. Bonkers. All right? What else do we got that I love? Let's see. Ketramos, the New Dawn. Y'all forgot about that one, didn't you? How about Mendicant, Core Guideline? Talk about an artifact commander. Build that one with some stacks and some artifacts. Demo FPV, welcome back to the show. We're just talking about why Ether Drift is a good set. The Ether Spark, great card. Great card. Monument to Endurance, great card. Okay, Monument to Endurance is awesome. Bleachbone Verge, great card. Let's see what else. Sunbillow Verge, great card. Wastewood Verge, great card. Willow Rush Verge, great card. I actually don't know, Demo, if I've ever got a set I couldn't get something from. Like, genuinely. Like, all the sets that I play, there's something in every set that I use. So that's my point. And if you don't like it, don't buy it. Stop with your online, I hate this set. This sucks. I would have done it better. Sure you would have. Unstoppable Plan's a great card, Dr. Clown. But like these people that are like, I'll tell you the epitome of it. These malcontents, these dimwits, these brainless idiots that were saying the art from Final Fantasy didn't represent Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy people from Square Enix drew the art. Massive creative control over the whole process. They had to improve everything. That's my point. But y'all gonna go complain about the Final Fantasy art when y'all have never played Final Fantasy in your life. Like, I'm done. I'm done with the negativity. I'm done with the nonsense. We are all about the power of positivity, aren't we, Jax? Mm-hmm. What's going on, buddy?
You know how Hunter was supposed to do the thing in the bucket?
Yeah, hold on.
He didn't do it.
Okay.
In the bucket.
Okay, I know. Thank you. Love you, buddy.
Love you.
All right. Jaxie, I'll be up in a minute. I'll take care of business, okay? Hey, did you get your Snickers as your reward?
Yeah.
People online, guess what they said? You're the GOAT of Magic the Gathering kids. Yep, really. True story, guys. Back me up on that. Anyway, this Final Fantasy thing. Final Fantasy art's not Final Fantasy. Like your Final Fantasy experts. There was a dude, an influencer, that's like, the Spider-Man set didn't tell the Spider-Man story. Now they're Marvel experts. Like, get out of here. I can't stand the negativity, the rage bait. I'm done with it. I'm here for positivity. So you want me to talk about something? I will talk about it. I will have fun. All right, everybody? That's my pledge to you. On that note, I got to go. Daddy's got to eat. That's it. I wish I could be here all night, but I will be back live later in the week, probably Friday night. I'm out of town for a couple days. Family's staying behind. I'm going for work. Probably going to bring, because I'll probably get into a couple of games when I'm there, my Heir Apparent deck. People do not see it coming. Nasty, nasty business. So, there we go. We're going to bring this, and away we're going to go. So that's it, guys. Love y'all. Thanks for a great live. See you next time. Oh, one more thing. One more. Hold on. Smash that like button for my news. Wait, Zach. Wait. I am officially, here, come on, look. Here we go. I like it, Dr. Clown, you're a good man. Bobby Maximus is officially a Magic Con creator. Who's going to be at MagicCon? If you are, come find me. We'll grab some games. I might plan a workout. I might be on some panels. I might host my own panel. All right? Here we go. Big news today. So, yeah. That's what I got. We're going to end the note. We're going to end here. I'm going to go to my Discord right now and post this. All right? You do got to go Dr. Clown. We'll have some games together. We'll be BFFs. Thank you, by the way, Dr. Clown, for hooking me up with the Discord, helping me out with that. So, all right, guys, I got to go now for real. I'm pumped. I love you. Have a great night. Until next time. Oh, demo. Wait. Coral Sword. Do you ever go to Coral Sword? And I will be in Houston in late February. I'll be making an appearance at Coral Sword. Watch for it. Watch for it. I will be in Houston. We will game. We will have fun. We will be at Coral Sword. Best LGS ever.